All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my podcast listeners. This is again Teacher Brian from the Philippines, and welcome to Inspiring Educators. And for our episode this wonderful evening, we are very lucky to have another educator from Asia. Okay, she is a colleague of mine from the Global Quarantine Club. She's an English teacher in Taipei Wanfu Public Elementary School. She's currently the department head of the English Learning and Teaching for Young EFL Learners program. And by the way, she also has an MA of TESOL in Taiwan. So without further ado, let's all welcome my guest, Ms. Winnie Xiang, or Teacher Winnie, or as her students call her, Ms. Bear. Teacher Winnie, good evening. How are you?
Hi, fine, thank you. I should say ni hao. All the inspiring educators around the world. So nice to have me here, Brian.
It's an honor.
Yeah, you
teacher.
can call me just Winnie. Yeah.
It's an honor to have you in my podcast, teacher, and I'm very, I'm very proud of myself to have you, another educator who would be sharing her, few things about teaching and how inspiring you are to your students. All right.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, teacher. So, Teacher Winnie, before we begin, okay, my podcast listeners would like to know more about you. So, can you share some information about you, Teacher Winnie, please?
Okay, thank you, Brian. Hi, I'm from Taiwan. Currently, I'm teaching young EFL learner in Taipei. I'm a teacher teaching English. So before I become a teacher, I used to work in advertising agency. And recently, I just reflect how many my experiences as a teacher. Wow, that's amazing. I have been teaching almost 20 years.
Oh my God.
That's a long time, yeah. And also I found out when I review the literature on the TESOL, there are so many teachers around the world, like we say, global international English teacher. So we have something in common. They say when we teach English, so we become a teacher by accident. But I would say that it's not an accident. I become a teacher because I have a passion of communicating, connecting with the people, and also I have a passion with the English. As you know that in Taiwan, English is not our second language; it's a foreign language.
Yeah.
So so we need to study English very hard. And also one of the the reason why I teach English, because I love English. I feel that English is so alive. Yeah, English is a kind of a window, open my worldview about the world. So I really like English, and also is the passion intriguing me to study English. As a teacher, I think you will become a lifelong learner. So that's the thing I really attract me to study and learn, and also the passion for teaching, for spending the time with my students. So wow, 20 years.
Yeah, I was amazed, teacher. I was also expecting that, oh my God, she would be my professor already. That's why I'm very honored, teacher, because, you already have your master's degree. I'm just taking up mine. So I'm very lucky that, I've got to talk to an educator who has a master's degree, not just a simple master's degree, but in TESOL. So this is once in a lifetime opportunity to tell you, teacher. I'm very lucky. All my listeners are excited to hear from you.
Yeah, because it's also English unite us together. Yeah. So if it's not English, maybe I won't have the opportunity to meet you guys together, right? So it's English broaden my view about the world, and also broaden my view the world, expand my horizontal about the world. So it's really amazing.
I
Yeah.
believe with
So
that.
it's also the reason I encourage my students to keep on learning, because in Taiwan that English has been treated as a test subject. So
I see.
lots of my students, they learn English. They don't like English. Yeah, English to them is kind of a subject. So I try to like make English alive, make them have a passion, make them use. For me, if I teach, I will use authentic material. For example, movie, news, songs, and also recently the new pandemic united unite us together, because I always think my kids, they don't have a real opportunity to use their English communicate. But during the pandemic, the coronavirus, lots of a video conference. Well, it's a chance. I know lots of educator like you, Brian. So it's a
That's wonderful.
suddenly open the door and create an opportunity for me and also for my students,
Yeah,
like
that's right.
advance, to use. Yeah, so suddenly, I need to say that I feel sorry about the coronavirus, but somehow it brings another door for me as a English teaching. Yeah, as a teacher teaching English.
That's really impressive, teacher. And teacher, I would also like to know, what are the levels of students that you're teaching right now? Are those elementary students you're teaching?
Yeah, yes. In Taipei, I mean in Taiwan, our kids are starting to learn English as a formal subject from like a elementary school. So our elementary school start from 7 to 12 years old. So in the we call elementary school level. So I'm not sure that I don't know that whether in Philippines you are also have the primary school level, age
Yes.
7 to 12.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right,
okay.
teacher. We have that same
Yeah,
format.
but English is just a subject in our school as a school subject. So, for example, we only have a 3 hours, like a 3 periods, 40 minutes for English only. But
I see.
you know, we expect the young learner to use English as a fluently, maybe like your country. In Philippines, I think maybe there are more people that speak English more fluently than
Oh,
we
they
do, because you
starting to do
use
it.
English. Uh, because you use English in your life. I mean daily life. So
That's
that's the
right, teacher.
difference between
That's right.
between
Most
in
of us.
Taiwan.
All right, that's
Yeah, so
really
that's kind
interesting.
of a envy you.
That's
Yeah,
really
just a piece.
interesting.
So that's why I mean I reflect how why I love English, because I always connect myself with English. So not only learn as a subject. So that's something I try to convey and deliver to my students. You can approach English whenever you want, but you need to make friends with English. So
Yeah,
you don't
love
need.
that.
I mean, as a teacher, you cannot let them hate English. They don't like the English, and then they will, get rid of it once they are out of the school.
I love that idea
So,
you mentioned, teacher. Love English, not just learn it, but you need to love, embrace it in order for
yeah,
you to learn it
yeah. So
100%.
it's not your enemy. You need to make friends with English, so you
Yeah.
will love it.
That's right, teacher. Now, teacher, off to my second question because we're starting to get at the heart of our conversation. Off to my second question, teacher. All right. So we all knew that the whole world experienced this very difficult situation, this pandemic situation, because of the coronavirus. Most especially us here in Asia, okay? Because
Yes.
the place where it came from, it is very near to us, right? So we're the first.
Mm.
Oops. Sorry, for a while, teacher. All right. So as I was saying, uh, we are the first to experience how difficult it is. Now, I wanted to know, Teacher Winnie, as
Yes.
personal thoughts, and as a teacher, how did
Yes.
you adapt to this new change? What are the things that you do? What are the things that you realized during this time of pandemic?
Yeah. Okay, I think to be a teacher in Taiwan, I feel more lucky because in Taiwan, maybe you notice about the news report in Taiwan, we have less cases. So I think up to now, the coronavirus, we never stop, the schooling. So our students and teachers still teach like a normal physical education. So which means our school, our students come to school on regular basis.
Wow.
So yeah, so I feel so lucky. I don't need to, but like a teach online. I don't need to suffer that from the pressure. But take this opportunity. I also learn from it. For example, I started to realize the technology is really important. And also I realized the teacher role is kind of a changing. In the past, maybe we teach students, but right now I think we are kind of like an agent. We are kind of mediator. So the kids can learn everything from internet. So
Yeah,
internet is
right,
really cool. Yeah, so I think we need to be like I think the most important, not teaching the knowledge, but need to inspire them to embrace the life, like to tolerance. I mean, to be more, tolerant about life. So in the past, I would treat myself as an English teacher only, but now I would treat myself as an educator. Wow. It's more important to teach them life lesson more than English. Definitely, English will broaden your mindset, but I think it's more important to teach them knowledge of English, but more than about the lesson of a life. So I mean, the new normal to me is that I think I still have a normal life, really normal schooling. It's so lucky, and within this opportunity, learning technology, embracing the difficulty, like ambiguity of a life, and also I realized that we are connected together. So if, for example, the part in addition, I mean part of Taiwan, they are all suffering from the kids, the students. They lost a kind of a normal education. They feel like an emotional problem. So I feel so sad about that, and also the empathy. Yeah. So this is the thing. Like I mentioned earlier, I try to make my students understand or feel that how lucky they are, and also we need to take care about the rest of the world. So it's really a great opportunity to connect us to all together. Yeah. And also I think it will come up the same one. We only have one Earth planet. We only have that one. Yeah. So it's very important. In the past, everyone lived in some corner of the world. Yes. But right now, the pandemic united us together. So as a teacher, I will look at the bright side.
Yes, and what I love with what you mentioned, teacher, just to give credits to that idea of yours, is to teach English as part of your life. You're teaching not just because you are, other educators, they would just go to the classroom. Okay, I need to give them the subjects, need to give them exercises, quizzes. After that, go out, do the same routine. As you mentioned, you are an educator. You are inspiring their lives. That's what
I hope that.
That's what I love with what you mentioned. And what I also love, you keep on telling, even at the start, that you are, or because of English, you were able to connect to other educators. Because of the situation, you realize that technology would allow you to expand your idea. That's what I really keep on, how will I say this? That's what I've noticed and keeps on playing on my mind, that I'm very lucky that I'm speaking to a really inspiring educator, because she knows what she's doing. She's doing it not just by her mind, but also with her heart. That's really fantastic.
I also really want to thank you for
Oh,
me, yeah,
my
to
pleasure, teacher. My
conversation with
pleasure.
you.
This is really
Yeah.
getting interesting. So, off to
Mm-hmm.
the third and final question, teacher. All right. So,
Okay.
we wanted to know, okay, me and my listeners, okay, we wanted to know how does Miss Bear or Teacher Winnie inspire her her learners, okay? What's your
Mm-hmm.
secret?
Mm-hmm.
What's with
Mm-hmm.
your teaching strategy to your learners? Can you share to us how do you keep them loving, learning this English language?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, as I reflect my teaching experience, I would say that you need to build a relationship with your student,
Mm.
connection with your student. So when they go to, I mean, they are in the classroom. So we are teaching in the school, or you are having the video conference. For me, take my experience that they come to the classroom. So first thing I will like observe them or like talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not rushing teaching them the knowledge. So because you, I will think about before they come to the classroom, what will happen to them, how do they feel. So I will start to care about them. So I think that's really the we call the personal relationship, empathy with the student is the key issue. So I will like observe my students and talk to them, yeah, to see how they feel about it. And then my teaching or material, I will think about something is real, I mean, life, authentic to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I am assume that after they leave my student, it's a safer place for them to learn or to talk. Because my learner, most of them, they are young learner. So I
Mm-hmm.
think they need to be feel like a secure and safe. And something the value I need to like talk to them. I won't say teach them. For example, respect, care, yeah, they feel safe, and then they learn the I mean the English is fun and English is so interesting. I want to make a friend with English, and then when they leave the I mean get out the classroom, maybe like I said, technology is everywhere. They
Mm-hmm.
can get an easy access to learn from the YouTube, a website. So there are all many resources. I want to connect, I mean, maintain the relationship with them. So they like English, they like teacher, so they will they will embrace their life with English. So that's something I try to build a connection and believe to my students. So care, yeah. So really, I feel that I'm not English teacher anymore. I am kind of how do I call myself? Yeah, I'm kind of English lover.
I believe so. I
Yeah,
believe so, teacher. And again,
ambassador. I would say I will. I'm a ambassador, and also
mm,
teaching English. Anyway, it's a foreign language. You also need to let them cherish their our self identity. You
mm,
cannot just overemphasize the learning of English.
mm.
You before you learn any foreign language, you need to like cherish your self identity.
Yes, I believe with that. And
Yes.
what I, again, this is how I usually do it, teacher. Whatever my
Yeah.
guests are saying, I'm trying to contemplate on the ideas. What I love with what you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned, teacher, is that you create a safe place, a secured place
Mm-hmm.
for the learners in order for them to
Mm-hmm.
build up their love for the subject. And
Mm-hmm.
what's best with what you've also said is that you're trying to build a connection, not just a teacher student, but you're trying to build a connection wherein they are, they can be themselves, right? They can express
Yeah.
themselves. They can say,
Mm-hmm.
they can act who they really are. They are not
Yes.
handled by this idea that, okay, I'm the teacher, you're the student, whatever I say, this is what is only right. You're
Yeah.
giving them the
It,
opportunity.
yeah. So I would see that it's a long term. I would say that learning is a journey,
I believe
not
with
a
that.
race.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a journey. So you will never tell that they will grow. They will, be like a furnished after they, leave the school.
Mm-hmm.
So I always look at the long term. So I think everyone has a potential to grow, to shine. Maybe not in the moment, maybe not in my classroom, but I think they will shine.
Love
So
that.
let me be, yeah, more specific about, especially learning English. There are a large difference.
Mm.
Yeah, some they have already been because their family support and they study earlier, so
Mm.
they got more exposure about English. So
Mm.
they are reading skill, speaking skill quite outperform others. But there are some we call like a lower learner, so they
Mm.
don't have this kind of support. So I don't want to make them feel bad because I haven't learned English. So that's the something why I would say about I need to make sure that my classroom learning English, that everyone feels safe and respected in my classroom. You will never be like discouraged because you haven't learned English yet. So that's why I will main mention about in my classroom. I want my classroom to be a safe place for them to get close to English.
Love that, love that. And also the idea that you've just said that it's some of them might not shine right now, but there is always an opportunity for each and every one of our learners to shine. There is the right time. Not now,
Yes, yes,
not today or not tomorrow, but then there will be a right time for you. So
yes. I think they will. They will someday, somehow. Yes,
fantastic. I
that's
really
my
love that.
belief.
You are really
Thank you.
teacher. As if you allow me to say that you are really an inspiring educators because you don't just care for their academic needs. You care for
Yeah.
them to grow. You give them a space to be who they are, and you let them shine in their own special way. That's why
Yeah,
I
that's what I
consider
try. Yeah.
that's why I
That's
consider
what I'm
you.
trying to be. Yeah.
You are really, Teacher Winnie, a inspiring
Thank
educator.
you.
Now,
You
Teacher
also
Winnie.
inspire me to do the same with you. You are also very innovative.
Oh,
I
thank
tried.
you.
I want to learn from you using this podcast thing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that one. And now, what I usually do at the last part of my podcast, teacher, is I allow the educators to,
Mhm.
give some final tips, final words to all the listeners. And if you wish to speak into your native language, you could do it.
Ooh.
Yes. I had this one of my guests who was from Nigeria. He talked in
Mhm.
his native language. My guest from
Mm.
Panama, she talked in her native language. That's why I would allow them to express themselves. Because, teacher, what's the
Mhm.
reason behind that? Though we have different languages, but the thoughts
Yeah.
and feelings of an educator is always there. So right now, Teacher
Mhm.
Winnie, you have the opportunity to talk to your listeners in Taiwan, to all the listeners. You may use your native language to express your final words to all the listeners. So Teacher Winnie, this is your time. Go ahead, please.
Wow. OK。今天我很开心能够跟远在菲律宾的 Brian 做这次的一个教学的现场的一个对谈，我觉得也是一个很棒的机会，让我分享。在会谈的当中，我自己也省思了我作为一位英语老师的一个理念跟想法。那我觉得人家说当你一个人走的时候很累，但是当你能够跟大家一起走的时候，你就会觉得很开心，你都不会觉得这是一份就是你就会享受路上的旅程。就像我刚刚提到的，教学它就是一段旅程，慢慢走，欣赏路上的风景，不要心急。那我想说，这个 pandemic 这个时机呢，可能有些老师会觉得很心烦，但是我觉得就像 Brian 给我的这个机会，我们可以借由科技，大家一起联合起来，一起对谈，那一起聊聊我们教育上面的一些心路历程。我觉得这会让我们对下一段旅程呢更有信心跟活力。So 我要谢谢 Brian 有这样子的一个机会，让我有机会审视我自己的内心，跟全世界的听众教育朋友们一起分享我的想法。我要说声谢谢哦。那有机会也能够再跟大家一起在这样子的一个机会再见面对谈哦。So I want to say thank you, Brian, for giving me this opportunity to share. So like I say, life is a journey, learning is a journey, not a race. Yeah. So enjoy the view on the road.
Fantastic, teacher. And like I said as well a while ago, though there is different words that we use, but the ideas, you know, while you're talking in your native language, though I could not understand the word, but I could understand the feeling. That is the connection of every educators, right? You cannot understand their native language, but you can always feel the sincerity. Every time that the educators are doing that part, I'm just simply looking at their faces, but deep down inside me, I can feel that I am very lucky. The kids they're teaching are very lucky because they have an inspiring teacher around them.
Yeah, thank you. I think, like I said, we are not alone. So by talking to and sharing the story, experience, we also grow. So thank you for giving me the chance to grow. Opportunity.
You're most welcome, teacher. And with that, from the bottom of my heart, because if only you could, you know, teacher, see me, I'm very happy here. And I would say I'm blessed, I'm lucky, I'm honored to have an educator who's really inspiring in her own ways. So again, Teacher Winnie, thank you very much. Thank you for gracing in my podcast.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I want to learn from you. You are also my inspiring educator.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you so much. All right. So you've just listened to Teacher Winnie from Taiwan. She's really fantastic. Her journey, you know, her discoveries during this pandemic situation, and her best kept secret in inspiring her learners has already been told. And we are honored, okay, to have another inspiring educator. So again, this is your host, Teacher Brian, and keep on listening to another episode of my podcast. See you again, guys. Thanks again, Teacher Winnie.
Yeah, bye-bye.